So I just discovered this group through the YouTube channel of a friend, and I watched a little clip of it, and I was like, this is phenomenal. I personally love this kind of music. Now, I didn't want to spoil it because I didn't want to, I wanted to actually film a reaction video, and I wanted to kind of get into it myself. But with the snippet I heard, I was like, this is really, really, really cool. So shout out to Brad Steele. Actually, I saw this on his channel that he had reacted to this group, and I was like, I had never heard of them before, and I was like, this is really cool. So today we're gonna be checking them out myself. We have One OK Rock. The beginning. I figured why not start from the beginning at the beginning. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate you checking out the channel. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you as well. Thank you. Let's get right into this. If you're new, my name is Jacob Restituto. I forgot to say that. I'm a musician from Northport, New York. Let's get into this. One OK Rock.
Just give me a reason to keep my heart beating. Don't
I love this kind of music.
stay right here in my arms as the world falls apart around us. All we can do is hold on, hold on.
All right, let's talk about this really quick. Just, if you're not familiar with the way I break down the music, I do a lot of production, like how they made the music, essentially. So let's talk about this. We have in the beginning, it starts with just his vocals, very dry vocals, very dry, close, almost like he's speaking to you. But like, what's interesting about it, it's a very distinct style of recording or production, because you have this dry vocal. Where typically a dry vocal would be like if you're like really close to somebody and whispering to them, because there's no natural reverb in the room. But he's kind of singing with a bit more angst, so it creates this like sound that you can't necessarily create in real life, and it creates a very distinct sound because as I speak louder, there's a louder waveform. The waveform goes and bounces it off this wall, that wall, and up the ceiling, and it creates this natural room reverb, right? But if I get quieter and I get really close to the mic, it doesn't necessarily reach that wall or that wall, and it kind of gives this really close, full, intimate sound with not a lot of reverb, right? But as I get farther away and talk a little louder, you hear the natural reverb of the room. So it's a cool stylistic choice to start with that really distinct, powerful, clean, dry vocal, coming in with the palm muting guitar and that piano riff, which just, I love this kind of music. Drums are slamming. Layered vocals. I'm sorry, layered guitars, layered guitar, maybe layered vocals too. I was talking about the guitars right there, left and right. We have the same exact thing played. Let's see if we can figure it out really quick. Key of C, something like that. I mean, my guitar's way out of tune. In the key of C. Palm muting the guitars, so he's taking it's called palm muting because you take the side of your palm, lay it on the bridge of the guitar, and play like that, and it gives this very staccato kind of playing. Really bright kick drum. Dude, phenomenal belting voice. Layered vocals come in. Yo, the guitars are great. Introducing a synth. Let's talk about this. I'm sorry, I thought it was actually going to go into the verse. I didn't realize it was going to go around again for an instrumental. One thing I can't tell if I want more or not of The mix is really nice, and I really like how punchy the drums come out. Really punchy kick drum. The snare is really cutting through, and the kick drum's really cutting through. I can't tell if I want more bass. There is bass in there. It's definitely filling up the atmosphere, but I can't tell if I want more or not. And I'm like, would if we added more bass, would it become muddy? And I don't know the answer to that, but the production on this is phenomenal. It's mixed really well. Harmonies left and right. Come on, drummer. Notice the change in the guitar playing right there. We went from very distinct straight down strumming to now more of a rhythmic da 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 da, you know, kind of pattern. Even if the chords stay the same, you can change up the rhythmic pattern. Well, that'll change the vibe of the song. I like that slide up in there. Yeah. Guitar riff with the synth. You hear it? The synth. The dun da 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 dun da da dun da da dun, repeating in there, kind of in the center of the mix. One thing I'd be curious about is the instrumentation is so phenomenal in here. I'd be curious if we pulled back the vocal a little, because you could hear the vocals so clearly. And I'm curious if we pulled them back a little, if it bring the instruments a little bit more forward and create like even more of like this kind of soundscape of a mix. That was cool timing when he felt with the music bending up. Yeah, cool. Back to the intro song. Yeah, that kick is ridiculous. And he's going crazy on that kick. So right here is what we would call a halftime section. So what happened is the normal like beat is dun 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 dun, and now that's 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. But now you're emphasizing that 1 and 3. Or 2 and 4, depending how you want to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Still the same tempo. It's just you're emphasizing it differently. 2, 3, or you can hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And it gives a slow motion kind of feel right there. Grit in his voice is phenomenal. Dude, what a phenomenal track. Like, everything about this was really, really great. I really enjoyed the production. You know, the lyrics were cool. I didn't obviously totally understand all of it, because it sounded like some of it was in a different language. I don't know much about this group yet, so I would love for you to let me know in the comments below just more about them. It's the first time hearing them, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Best way to support the channel is checking out my own original music. I'll see you in the next video. God bless and peace out.